brought to you by Gitanjali Salon, Channi Himmat, Jammu. Follow Ruchika Makeovers on Facebook and Instagram for best bridal makeup in town. Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I am Manat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. The number of COVID-19 patients in Jammu and Kashmir on Thursday reached 434 as 27 more persons tested positive for the disease in the Union Territory. Rohit Kansal, Principal Secretary Planning J&K, said 26 fresh COVID-19 cases were reported from Kashmir Division and one from Jammu Division. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Thursday called for expanding and upgradation of healthcare facilities across all Kashmir hospitals. Chairing a high-level meeting to review the preparedness of the administration and hospitals in Kashmir here at Raj Bhavan, Srinagar, the LG stressed the need for upgradation of facilities in hospitals and procurement of critical hospital equipment immediately so that all necessary facilities are available for treatment of COVID-19 patients. Over 1.83 lakh frontline COVID-19 warriors have registered for an online training course aimed at empowering them in dealing with the pandemic, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said on Thursday. He said in a novel experiment, possibly the first of its kind, the Department of Personnel and Training has introduced a module for empowering frontline coronavirus warriors through the learning platform igot.government.in.
On Corona was introduced. It was in fact an online Corona awareness course. In order to prepare in a nutshell, I would say Corona warriors from among the civil servants and IAS. And this course has all the ingredients that a Corona warrior ought to know scientifically. And the matter of satisfaction is that within a few days we have more than 1,80,000 civil servants who have registered themselves for this course.
Director General of Police Dilbag Singh visited Police Welfare Centre and Police Workshop in the Srinagar district to assess the ongoing work of fabrication of protective gears, articles and sanitizing tunnel in view of the coronavirus outbreak. The DGP said that there was chance of shortage of these articles in the open market. Our welfare centre's role in fabricating masks and protection gears for the safety of police personnel, doctors and other frontline workers of the police hospital is commendable. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu on Thursday lauded the J&K police and other security agencies fighting against the spread of coronavirus in the Union Territory and called for maintaining a close watch on all inimical elements. While chairing a high-level security review meeting at Raj Bhavan in Srinagar, Lieutenant Governor discussed the overall security scenario measures. He lauded the role of police and security forces in combating the spread of COVID-19. Jammu and Kashmir police have denied any intimidating of media persons and interference in their professional duties. Only one journalist was questioned about journalistic work and only one FIR over instigating people for violence had been registered over an encounter in Shopian. The other two persons had not been booked for any journalistic work, but because of posting of seditious, incendiary and incriminating texts on social media challenging sovereignty and integrity of India and attempting to instigate people for violence. Advisor to Lieutenant Governor Farooq Khan on Thursday conducted an extensive tour of Udhampur district and chaired a meeting to review the working of health department and other essential services in the backdrop of COVID-19 pandemic situation. The advisor also appreciated the overwhelming response of the people of Udhampur to the call of lockdown by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to break the chain of coronavirus infection and measures taken by district administration with regard to prevention of the COVID-19 outbreak. 18 Kashmiri prisoners detained under stringent Public Safety Act were released from different jails in Uttar Pradesh and Haryana, while 36 others whose detention orders have been revoked are to be freed soon. In addition, 52 prisoners were released from various jails in Jammu and Kashmir over the past few days, taking the total number of released inmates in the Union Territory to decongest prisons to save them from turning into fertile grounds for COVID-19 to 288. Relief and Rehabilitation Commissioner J&K T.K. Butt took an extensive tour of Purkho, Muthi, Bhuttanagar and Mini Township Jakti Migrant Camp to check proper cleanliness, sanitization, regular supply of drinking water, electricity, Medicare facility, availability of essential items, maintenance of social distancing while taking and purchasing household items from the shops located during lockdown period in view of prevailing situation due to novel coronavirus disease.
नंबर 1 हमने ये करा कि मार्च महीने का जो राशन था वो हमने कैंप्स में इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ कैंप कमांडेंट्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करवाया और जो जोन्स में नॉन कैंप एरियाज में रहते हैं हमने जोनल ऑफिसर्स को इन्वॉल्व करके उनको भी डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करवाया।
Principal Secretary Animal and Sheep Husbandry Naveen Kumar Chaudhary on Thursday exhorted the officers to lay special focus on the formulation of development-oriented schemes for farming community under CAPEX budget. Principal Secretary issued these directions while chairing a meeting held regarding the finalization of plan under CAPEX budget for the year 2020 and 2021 of Animal and Sheep Husbandry and Fisheries departments. Secretary Power Development Department M. Raju chaired a meeting with senior officers of Power Transmission Corporation of Power Development Department to review the shifting of utilities coming in the way of four-laning of National Highway NH44 from Udhampur to Banihal. Various issues and bottlenecks coming in way of smooth shifting of utilities were discussed in the meeting. It was informed that 45 transmission towers are required to be erected for the concerned work. The government on Thursday froze inflation-linked allowance for its 1.1 crore employees and pensioners, a move states are likely to replicate, helping save a combined Rs 1.2 lakh crore that could be used to combat the coronavirus crisis. Last month, the government has announced a 4% increase in dearness allowance for its 50 lakh employees and 61 lakh pensioners beginning January 1st, 2020. This was the cost Rs 27,100 crore in the current financial year 2020 and 2021. Public health expert at Red Zone Surveillance Divisional Control Room Kashmir, Dr. Rauf Hussain Rathar, Thursday advised people in COVID-19 red zones not to venture out of their homes except under medical emergencies. He said that red zones become vulnerable as far as further transmission of the coronavirus is concerned, and it becomes imperative for people to remain indoors to break the transmission chain of the disease. A terrorist belonging to banned outfit Hizbul Mujahideen was arrested from Kulgam district of Jammu and Kashmir on Thursday. The terrorist has been identified as Shakir Ali, a resident of Damhal Hanjipura area of Kulgam. Incriminating materials including arms and ammunition have been recovered from his possession. As economic stress on the industry arising out of the nationwide lockdown forced by the COVID-19 outbreak, Government of J&K has taken proactive, pragmatic measures to support industry and public. At the video conference organized by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India, various industry sector-related issues were discussed and presented the most recent findings, trends, challenges encountered and solutions. The initiative received an overwhelming response from the industry and stakeholders with healthy participation. The interaction was greatly supported by the presence of the senior government officials and industry leaders of J&K. Deepak Kumar, President Municipal Committee Vijaypur, expressed anguish against the nefarious act of Thandikui Toll Plaza authorities as its employees for looting the people of District Samba travelling in their personal vehicles by charging the toll tax illegally and in an unauthorized way from them. With 1,684 more COVID-19 cases reported in the last 24 hours, India's count of coronavirus cases reached to 23,077, said the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Friday. Out of these, 17,610 patients are active cases and 4,749 cases have been cured or discharged and migrated. As many as 718 deaths have been reported till now. As many as 37 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours.